All right, we finally got the price point confirmation for Grand Theft Auto 6. And while it's not as expensive as industry analysts were predicting over the past couple of years, we finally have a little bit more clarity about what we're going to get at launch. So the base price for Grand Theft Auto 6 is $80, with an Ultimate Edition, which has been proven to be quite controversial online, coming at $100. Now, in my opinion, the only reason why there are two different versions is because Rockstar wanted to sell this game at $100, but they knew that there would be an absolute outcry across the internet. So they created a version, a base game, at $80, which not a lot of games are going for $80. Most games are $70 USD, and now they're pushing forward a little bit. So there's a lot to talk about. I want to talk about the Ultimate Edition and what that actually means. Why would you spend $100 on Grand Theft Auto 6? What does it get you? And why are people upset? So first and foremost, if you are a PC player, you aren't going to obviously be playing this game at launch. Grand Theft Auto is confirmed to be launching on the PlayStation and the Xbox for the said prices. We have an Ultimate Edition that, according to Rockstar, amplifies the experience of the base game with an exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, and action threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story. What this means in non-corpo speak is they are locking apparel, they're locking tattoos, they're locking premium vehicles, as well as story-based missions behind the Ultimate Edition of the game. And when you go to the website, you're greeted with a nice detailed look at what the Ultimate Edition gives you. So first and foremost, we get the 95 Grotti Cheetah, Grotti's signature mid-90s sports car, and an ode to Shore Drive. So you get this vehicle. You get the Hawk and Little Morgan's revolver, his and hers versions of this powerful revolver with classic Vice City stylings. And you can see it's got a little bit of engraving here. You also get personalized variants of your weapons. So personalized sidearms with detailed engravings for Jason Girardi ES9 and Lucia's Close K17 pistol. And when you're talking about apparel, whether poolside or side-by-side, Jason and Lucia can look the part with exclusive outfits, tattoos, and more. So you can see all of the tattoos on his arm here, the shirt, Lucia's outfit, the hand tattoos. All of this is locked behind the $100 version of the game. And then you have access to Jason's safe house vehicles, which is essentially his El Camino, and then the motorcycle here. So we have the Enduro motorcycle or the Crest kayak. So you can see there's three vehicles. You get the El Camino, or what they're calling the Dinka Enduro. You get the kayak, and you get a motorcycle. And then we get a mod kit, so we can inject some muscle and classic stylings into Jason's well-worn Vapid Ganado low-riding pickup with exclusive mods for the vehicle. So not only are we locking vehicles behind a paywall, we're also locking custom modifications. And then we have the mod shop. So transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interiors, exquisite rims, and donk stylings. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing, because this is something that a lot of gamers have been really looking forward to in Grand Theft Auto, customizing vehicles, going to the pay and spray. It's not that modding vehicles is locked behind a paywall, which I've seen a lot of people spout out on Twitter. It's that the Rideout custom specific mod shop is only available in the Ultimate Edition. We also have the hair salon, Sarah's Unisex Salon. So a hair salon business in the game is locked behind the Ultimate Edition. Get signature salon styles for both Jason and Lucia, including facial hair for Jason and makeup and nails for Lucia. The fact that content like this is being locked behind a $100 version of the game is, quite frankly, fucking stupid. So you're gonna be walking through Vice City, you're gonna walk into a store, and then it's gonna just have a pop-up that says, oh yeah, you can't access this content unless you pay the edition. I think that's just, it's convoluted and stupid to me. There's also a watercraft being locked behind the $100 edition. We also have the clothing store Stock 305 locked behind the $100 edition of the game. It sounds to me like Grand Theft Auto 6 is a $100 game disguised as an Ultimate Edition, right? I think that would probably be fair to say. We also get the 67 Vapid Dominator buggy locked behind the Ultimate Edition. Electric Fang Tattoo Shop locked behind the Ultimate Edition. A bunch of different tattoo options, locked. We also get the One-Eyed Willie's mod shop, another mod shop, locked behind the Ultimate Edition. And you just keep scrolling. Good Time Gear, a capsule collection of apparel and accessories inspired by the Good Time State's hit TV show, Macca the Gator, locked behind the Ultimate Edition. We also get Pit Youngin's Illegal Goods Store, locked behind the Ultimate Edition. Classic Car Collection, Special Commission. So track down a variety of abandoned classic and work-in-progress project cars and revitalize them to their former glory in this special. So this is a job inside the game for the local fixer Wyman that is locked behind the fucking Ultimate Edition. On top of locking a bunch of content behind the $100 edition, we also have the pre-order bonuses, which features, this clothing outfit. Let's scroll over here. We get, the nice 55 Vapid stand. I gotta say, all of this stuff looks fucking sick. The game looks fucking awesome. Obviously this isn't real gameplay. It's, cinematic and really staged photography. But man, this game feels like it's gonna have a whole bunch of shit in the game. This is where I'm at with Grand Theft Auto 6. There are a lot of people online that are complaining about, the price of the base game going to $80, and then the fact that a whole bunch of, I would say, core content is locked behind the Ultimate Edition at $100. I usually try to promote, consumer advocacy and trying to call out bad practices in the industry. And I gotta say, I think that there are some bad practices happening here, including the fact that physical editions of the games aren't coming with a disc. You get a code in a box, just like shitty fucking Nintendo does, which I think is most likely for them to stop leaks from people who break street dates, and you go to Walmart and you got your buddy working there who hooks you up with an early copy or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I think that it is fucking ridiculous that games are now coming out with digital codes inside of a box. A, it just feels like a waste of plastic. And B, if I'm buying a physical edition of a video game, there should be a fucking disc inside the case. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a little old school. I think that's fucking ridiculous. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter. This game is going to sell like nobody's business. I'm one of those people who, after playing games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and seeing how many hours I put into Grand Theft Auto in the past decade, I'm one of those people, and it might not be consumer friendly to say this, I would have paid $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. If there was one edition of the game and Grand Theft Auto 6 was $100, I would have bought that game. I know 700 people just unsubbed. It is what it is. Rockstar have earned such goodwill for me. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best games of all time. Grand Theft Auto 5 was one of the best Grand Theft Autos of all time. Personally, I'm a fan of Grand Theft Auto 4 myself, and I think a lot of elements of the grounded feel of Grand Theft Auto 4 ended up in Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going that route as well. So when I see all of these things being locked behind the Ultimate Edition, an edition that has a price tag attached to it that I personally would have paid for this game, but I know a lot of people won't, that's when it starts to rub people the wrong way. Another big concern that people have is now that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out at $80, I think the only other game this generation that has done that, like at a base price, maybe I'm wrong, is Mario Kart, the one for the Switch 2, which in my opinion isn't worth $80. But the thing about talking about value on the internet is everybody's value is perceived differently. Everybody has a different idea of how much they would spend on certain products. There might be somebody out there who absolutely adores Mario Kart, and that's the only game they play, and they would pay $80 for the new Mario Kart. There are people out there, like myself, who believe that if Grand Theft Auto 6 is as revolutionary as we are hoping that it's going to be from Rockstar, we would pay that $100. You know what I do find crazy is we're talking about pre-ordering games en masse, and we haven't even seen real gameplay yet. Hell, we didn't even get trailer 3 with the pre-orders opening up live this week. For as much goodwill as I think Rockstar has earned, at least for me personally, I still don't feel comfortable pre-ordering a game without seeing exactly what it is that I'm fucking buying, let alone spending $100 on it. Now, here's another angle. There are games doing their Ultimate Editions. Like, I'm a big fan of WWE 2K. The Monday Night Wars edition that came out just a couple of months ago was $150 US. I'm in Canada. That game is over $200 for me, and you had to pay even more to skip the battle passes to then unlock the content that you paid for. So I'm not even sitting here and saying Grand Theft Auto 6 is the scummiest way to do things. I just think Grand Theft Auto 6 is so massive that everything they do is going to be scrutinized, discussed, and under a microscope. Now, at the end of the day, there are a lot of really bad consumer practices here. Pre-ordering without seeing actual gameplay. Ultimate Edition with content that should be in the base game locked behind a $100 edition. That's scummy. No physical discs inside the box at launch. Now, in the middle of recording this video, Rockstar has come out and said that physical editions will come out after launch. But again, I think that just confirms they are trying to hold off on the leaks for as long as possible. Personally, for me, have a little self-control and maybe don't look online and search up Grand Theft Auto 6 content if you don't want to be spoiled with fucking leaks. I mean, are we not all adults here? It's ridiculous. It pains me that this game isn't coming out on PC at launch, because that is where I want to play this game, obviously, the most. I want to touch the definitive Ultimate Edition Grand Theft Auto on PC at 4K, high frame rates, but unfortunately we have to wait. Rockstar is again going to double dip. We're looking at the exact repetition of Grand Theft Auto 5. It's dropping on this generation, it's then going to drop on PC, and then it's going to drop inevitably when the next Xbox, if it's a Helix or whatever, and then the PS6, we're going to get Grand Theft Auto there as well. It sucks because there are a lot of things that I can call Rockstar out and be pissed off about, but I also understand that they make some of the greatest fucking games of our generation. And I also understand that there is no point in complaining or, rah, we need to boycott. Nothing is going to matter, because this game is going to be the biggest, highest selling game of all time. And I just hope that it's good. We can talk about all this shit all we want. There are things that upset me with it, but I also understand if the game is what people are saying it's going to be, or what people are hoping that it's going to be, none of this shit matters. And so that's my hot take on Grand Theft Auto 6. There are things that I understand why people are upset about, but I'm watching the discourse go from people that are voicing their concerns and being upset to being absolutely fucking attacked online by people just saying, oh, just say you're broke if you... There's no point in discussing it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Now that we're getting more information about Grand Theft Auto, we're getting more clarity about how the game's price is potentially going to affect the market, which, by the way, okay, I was going to wrap up the video. I have to say this too. There are a ton of people that are worried that if Grand Theft Auto charges $80 for their base game, that it's going to incentivize and push other studios to release their games at $80 as well, which is a valid thing. I think EA and Ubisoft and all these other big conglomerates are going to look and they're going to say, well, if Grand Theft Auto's charging $80, then that's the standard. We should charge $80 for our slop. And my thing is, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, people are going to buy it at pretty much whatever price it is. And when I say people, I'm not talking about absolutely everybody, but the vast majority of people are going to spend $80 to $100 to buy Grand Theft Auto. I don't think the vast majority of people are going to spend $100 to buy the next Ubisoft title. I don't think people are going to spend $80 in mass the way Grand Theft Auto is to buy the next Ghost Recon title from Ubisoft, or to buy the next Battlefield title from EA. So while I think there is genuine concern that more studios are going to be charging top-tier prices for not top-tier games, I have to sit back and have faith that the market will correct itself and people will push back against slop being shoveled at us at $80. And the hope here is that Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't slop. Obviously, all of these fucking publishers and corporations, they don't play video games, so they don't even understand the difference between an $80 Rockstar title and an $80 Ubisoft title. They think they're equal in some fucking... They're dumb idiot suits who have no idea what they're talking about. And I have to hope that the market is going to tell them exactly how we feel about those games being at that price. That's just a side tangent. I want to know what you guys think down below. Let me know. Are you excited for Grand Theft Auto? Has these price points pushed you off? Let's have a conversation. I personally am super fucking pumped for this game. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos. I have so many fond memories of playing that game as a kid with my friends, and I'm excited that we're finally going back to Vice City. I am hoping and praying that this game is fucking awesome with all of the delays and all of the care that I know Rockstar puts into their games. I think this could be revolutionary. Leave a like on the video and subscribe so you never miss any of my content. Make sure you guys put the bell to all so you never miss a video. All of my socials are linked down below. Shout out to the Fry Nation. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.